Let's Play Hockey podcast. We are post game six of the Minnesota Wild, won their first series in 11 years. Um, Wild played great. They eliminate the Dallas Stars, and now it's on to Colorado. Uh, Grand Casino going bonkers tonight, and it was just a lot, finally. I mean, finally.
Yeah.
But I don't think that this team is content. I think there's just something about this team. I'm joined by Tom Holler, our regular guest here on the Let's Play Hockey podcast. Holler, you've been watching this series closely, like you do every series, and I know you've been watching a lot of NHL playoffs as well. Give me
Oh
your
yeah.
take, your thoughts on the Wild. Where are they at right now? And after tonight's Game Six win, uh, is this a team that nobody wants to play right now?
Well, I think, we had a good season. We finished, third in the league overall, which was, of course, third in the West, right? And here's the top three teams battling it out in succession, one after the other here. So I think we're on everybody's radar. They know that our depth is better. We got, some boosting on our deeper lines. And D pairs through some trades by Billy G at the deadline. Pink Floyd, The Wall has come on, displaced the bus. I think everybody was worried about, are they going to really start Gus still? Because he's the salaried guy, he's the veteran. Are we going to go with Gus? But I think deep in our hearts, everybody was, it's got to be Pink Floyd. There's just, you have to. And that was the right call, right? He was great. Um,
Definitely a difference maker in this series.
yeah. Dare I say the MVP of the series for the Wild?
Without Quinn Hughes's superstar status, yeah, Wallstead, we don't win that series. Or not in
Yeah.
six without the way Jesper played. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously Hughes was phenomenal, especially tonight. But
Yep.
I mean, he's so fun to watch. He's been great. But without those two guys, I don't know if we get it done. So
Right.
credit to
Right.
Billy G. But I think you're right. I think if there's an MVP, it's got to go to the Wall.
Yeah. It's so I think we've been on everybody's radar post arrival of Quinnesota back in mid-December there, but I think now it's like, well, okay, they broke through, they finally got over that mental block, got through the first round, and it's like it feels like so cathartic for us mentally, physically, the fans at the Grand Casino, and it's like, Mike, did we just make the conference finals? Are we going to the cup? No, we're just that excited that we finally got out of the first damn round. I mean, 11 years is a long wait, brother.
Long time.
Um, well, but the series was, you know me, I go dark so that good things happen. I go full Costanza, and I did. I'm like, Dallas in six. I just don't smell anything else. And I thought that Rupe Hintz would have been back game four, game five, and been a difference maker. So Dallas missed him, and I think that their late whistle shenanigans kind of run its course. And I think they were, to me, the Saturday night game. So that was game three, right? Four. Game four last Saturday.
Yes.
That went to overtime. I thought that third period and definitely the overtime, you could see the Stars just get heavy legged and just, they're big, they're heavy, they're long. But the longer that game went on, it seemed like they tired out a little, especially like the Tyler Myers and that Bischel kid, that monster. Those guys are 6'8", 240, both of
Yep.
them. And
Bigger than
it seemed
McCarron.
like, yeah, bigger. Can you
Holy
believe it?
buckets. Yeah.
And their lateral movements just weren't there. And I think they healthy scratched Myers tonight, game six. So I think we wore them out with our speed and our depth. We had our issues with injuries with Trennan and Zuccarello, games 3, 4. And when Zuccarello came back, it opened things up front. Quinn kept it open on the back. His movements, though, just it resets the D, right? And I want the Wild. It feels great. It's a great win. The second period tonight had me just, I think I lost 2 months off my life. They were frustrating me so bad with their sloppy play and couldn't get out of their D zone. They were losing all the puck battles. And I'm just like, that second period tonight, game 6 tonight, that second period, I thought they looked like they did in October. Remember how awful the start was?
Yeah.
It was like Jekyll and Hyde from the first period. I'm like, what is going on with these guys?
Well,
But
there was a lapse there in the second.
yeah,
I thought they played a sound game, especially in the defensive zone,
defensively,
where
yeah,
they've struggled.
yep,
And when your goalie plays as well as Wallstead did, sometimes that makes your defensive zone play look pretty good too. But they didn't
yep.
really get too many in close chances, not hardly any odd man breaks. Um, I think Wallstead saw most pucks coming his way, not much deflections in front. We kind of cleared the front of the net. Um,
Yep.
and Petrie was in there today. Was Brodin a healthy
Did you
scratch?
think
Or is he hurt?
well, he replaced Brodeen,
Yeah, was he a healthy scratch
and
or
so
did
it
he
was
get
a
hurt?
Brodeen was hurt. He took a puck Tuesday night to I want to say the right foot, the instep of the right foot. He blocked it and um, couldn't get there in time for proper, technique to block it. So he took it right on the instep of his right foot, I believe. And they never tell you the severity. It's just an LBI.
Hmm.
So I don't know severity at all. But he's out. And like, did you think that was the right call to go with Petrie over Damon Hunt? I think so. He's just veteran, a little more poised. He's tall. He's got that long reach, good stick. I think that was the right move over Hunt, but
Yeah,
I
I
guess
like him.
we'll see what
I
happens.
thought he played a pretty good game.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. Um,
Um, and then Eck going out. Oh my God, I started having palpitations. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. We can't lose Eck. And when he came back I think they went to a commercial break, came back, and there's Eck at the face-off, and I'm like, oh my God.
I know. Well, he didn't go into the
Oh,
boards hard, but if you saw it from a different camera angle, you could see
yep,
how his skate kind of got caught on the boards and it kind of his ankle got twisted up or whatever. But
yep,
that's going to take quite a bit to get that out of the lineup, you know.
yep.
Um, but having Zuccarello back, like you mentioned, and Trennan, the Trennan and Felino's and McCarron, I thought they were getting too much. Well, when Trennan was hurt, I thought that McCarron line was getting too much ice time early on in the series. But
Hmm.
maybe that was Billy G and Heinz's way of kind of setting the tone with physicality. And maybe that
Right,
is why they were a little bit more worn down in game 5 and 6. So if that was a strategy, I think it worked. But gosh, I
right.
was, watching the games, I'm like, we need to score some goals, get these guys off the ice. Um,
Uh,
but it worked, and maybe that was part of the game plan is to have those guys really just crash the Dallas players and just make things difficult for them and just wear them down, kind of what teams have done against the Wild in series before, in previous
correct,
years. And
correct.
and maybe that's where those heavy legs came from. So
Yep.
just I think McCarron. Then we got 2 goals from McCarron too this series, which you
That was
know,
huge.
yeah. I
I
mean, we
mean,
didn't sign him for that, but we'll
when
take
you're
it.
right, it's like when you're in the playoffs and you get the depth scoring on your third, fourth line, and you get even just a little bit of blue line scoring, man, oh man, you got it going on. That's everything. You wrap in a hot goalie on top of that Sunday, and you're off to the races, man. That's the mixture right there. You can't beat it, and you're going to need it for Colorado. Um, but I went back and looked at the season, and granted, it's regular season and all, but uh, we played the Avalanche four times, and two up and two down, and two of those four games went to a shootout. So on paper, I think we can hang with them, but that lineup, oof, it's probably more potent than the Stars with Brock Nelson, Nachas, McKinnon, McCarr. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean they're
Um,
loaded. There's no doubt
they're
about it.
loaded.
And you can throw the regular season out the door. We go
Yep.
4-0 against them, or we go 0-4 against them. It's playoff
Means
hockey
nothing,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of it's going to come down to goaltending, I think. And we saw how special teams got exposed in this series. We really have to stay out of the box because our penalty kill, I
Brutal.
don't, I, you know, everyone was lauding Dallas for having such a great power play, and I'm not so sure their power play is that great. I guess I don't know what they did during the regular season, if it was a top five power
Well,
play.
that's pretty good. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, but our penalty kill has kind
Was
of
that
struggled.
bad?
It just didn't seem like we were fronting pucks at all, or
Right.
not as much as we should be. We weren't blocking as many shots as maybe Dallas was against us, and they
Yep.
were they were very when we were on the power play, Dallas would pressure the puck handler, and we just kind
Yep.
of sat in that, tight box a little bit and just kind of let them move around the perimeter. And
Yeah.
then they'd kind of get closer and closer and closer. And next thing they're inside the top of the circle. Um, and that goal tonight, that tic-tac-toe goal they had, that was, I mean,
Textbook.
it is, it's great. They got a good power play, but special teams, I think Zuccarello having him back, obviously it helps our power play tremendously. But our penalty kill's got to be better, or
Yep.
we got to stay out of the box. And it's hard to play physical and not, end up shorthanded once in a while. So
Yeah.
5-on-5, we played great. 5-on-4, it was
Yeah. I
a little
thought
suspect, I
the
thought.
PK, it's like we're just too boxed down low and we're playing on our heels too much,
Yeah, agreed.
and not getting your sticks active in the lanes. And it's just like you're making it too easy. It's like what's going on here? Be aggressive. Somebody come out and some trail Robertson like they trail Kaprizov on the power play. And Dallas, those first few games, they just shut. I mean, they kind of did all of it throughout the whole series because a lot of our goals, 5-on-5 or on power play, it's like the ones that we did get, they're mostly perimeter, a tip, you know, or tonight, okay, Hughes finally stepped up in the gap, got just into that center alley inside that left dot, and he fired it, but I think he lasered it off that defenseman's back heel on purpose. I think he was like, well, I'm going to go for hopefully if this tips in. But when you watch the replay, he lasered it right at that heel. And when he scored and walked back to the bench, he's laughing to himself. So he knows he's like, oh, I got one there. I
Well,
got
yeah,
one there.
I wondered that, because I think it was might have been 97 on the back door. That was kind of creeping there. So I don't know if he was trying to go to him or if he was trying to bank it.
Right, right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he did try to bank it in. I mean, that's
Yeah,
why not throw it on net, hope something happens. But
right.
it especially when you're talking about Hughes, you just kind of, like I said, he's playing chess when everyone else is playing checkers out there. He's out there playing pond hockey and everyone else is out there just grinding away. So um
I mean,
but
that his change of direction, his edge work, as we've all said these last few months, it's just, you never seen anything like it on a dime. But last Saturday, okay, so that's game four. That was at the end of the third period where he just walked that guy and he broke his ankles. And I
yeah.
think that was number 15. I forget his name right now. But that's the same guy so Quinn dusted him, broke his ankles, and that's the same guy that hit Trennan and knocked him out for 2 games,
Mhm.
3 games, whatever it was. And Blackwood. Was it Blackwood? I think that's it.
Yes, I think
Blackwell.
so. Yeah.
Blackwell. one of those names. That was that punk. So he got his revenge, and I liked how when Boldy got that spring tonight and the empty net, and was it the defenseman for Dallas, number three? Of course he's finished. They're all finished on Dallas.
right?
Um, Heiskanen, is it?
Yep.
Uh, he just started hooking and pulling and dragging on Boldy, and finally Boldy's like, "No, man, free bird, brother. Let that eagle fly. This is it. You're done, son." I loved it.
Yeah, that was
There's the
great.
new, there's the new hat from Levelware right there. See that wild logo carved in there?
I love it.
Oh,
Where'd you get
dude.
that?
Levelware,
Where's that?
levelware.com. They've
You
got a
must have
bunch
just
of,
got it. You still got the tags on it.
I do. I'm trying to be that hip, cool hipster doofus guy.
That's still the
And
thing.
it's like that gold plated logo deal,
Hmm.
It's pretty sweet, dude.
It's not as cool as our wild colored Let's Play hockey hats. I got one
Well,
over here
no,
though.
no.
No.
But,
Um, check out the
I'm not
sign.
used to this strap on here that can you cut those off? The kids today wear these. It's like,
They like
do I
the
look
rope
like a
hats.
total dork? I don't
No,
know.
that's a solid lid. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good lid for my lid, what's left of it.
Yeah. Check out the got that at the expo. Pretty cool, huh?
I saw that. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's some good wall drip right there, brother.
Um, well, it helps when the team's winning, right?
The stars and stripes, wild logo, state of hockey. Where more do you want?
Now let's talk a little bit about mindset because I think this team's not happy right now. I mean, I think they expected to beat Dallas for
They
just
better
from the
not be.
just from the way that, watching some post-game interviews and stuff like that, obviously the fans were going bonkers, but um, Faber, first thing he says, well, we're not done, you know. So I think this team really has a mindset of where they're not just trying to compete. I think they expect to win. And I think that is a hallmark of a cup contender is when you hit the ice that you expect to win. Where I think in years
You're going
past,
cup contender, huh?
well, how many teams are left now? Are going to be
What are we
left?
down to?
Eight?
We're kind of in that middle gap, right? There's a lot of series left to go here. Um, I think like I texted you earlier. I feel somehow brace yourself. Here comes some positivity. I feel better about facing Colorado somehow.
Than you did facing
Yeah.
Dallas.
I don't know if that's part of the mental creep, that seeps in your melon, and you're just like, geez, we gotta get past these guys again. Because it's the same team. They're gonna be a little dirty and a little rough. And we're better, we're deeper, we're so much more dynamic and fun to watch, but we're still a little bit small here and there, and we can get pushed around. And as good as the Avs are, they're not dirty. Dallas is cheap and dirty. I don't care
Jamie
what
Ben
anybody
Jamie
says.
Ben's
He's a total POS, man. Come
yeah.
on.
Yeah, I mean, probably the most hated player amongst Wild fans
You know,
currently.
has Ben always been this way, or it's
You,
just the last couple years as he's aging out?
he used to be pretty skilled. I mean, he used to put up some
Right.
points, and then he kind of got to
But
be
he
a.
wasn't dirty, was he?
I don't think
Not like
so,
lately. Yeah,
but I don't think, he's not one of their top six, seven
not
scorers
anymore.
anymore. So maybe that he just had to change his game. But he just kind of I don't know, dirty, And what's with the cross checks to the neck? I mean, is that part of their pregame strategy?
Right.
Who
It's
gonna
like
cross check across the
we
freaking cheek tonight?
we got rid of Suter doing the cross checks at Kaprizov's lower back, and now we get Ben taking out your stump on your. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah. And
And don't never call him on it either.
I saw a
No
quote from
penalty,
Foligno, that they've asked Ben to fight and he just
and
won't.
he won't.
He won't do it. He
Yeah,
won't drop
that's
him. So, I mean, to me, it's
I.
like, all right, well, then you can't back it up. You can't play dirty, dude. You know,
They should have thumped him anyways.
I know. Well, his golf game's about to get better. We got some hockey left to play.
There you go.
Um, with the matchup with the Avs, like I said, throw out the regular season. I mean, but you talk about cup contender, we got to talk about it now, don't we?
With Wallstat playing well, and if we can keep, nobody dropping off and staying out of the mash unit, you might have something there. Hopefully Brodeen heals up and maybe a game or two, but if he can come back, I think it's going to be a war with the Avs, and I see that. I think that's a 6, 7 game series, and I think we can hang with them. I don't think we're going to get swept and blown out. I mean, maybe one game, sure,
Do you
they
think
get
them?
rolling,
Do you
but
think
I
them
think it's going to
having a
be tight.
rest? Yeah. Do you think them having some time off is good or
Maybe too
bad?
much.
Well, that's what I
I think
thought.
it's almost too much.
Yeah.
When you
I,
get 3, 4 days, it's like, oh, thank God, especially the veterans, right? And the long season, 3, 4 days feels really good. Is the game Sunday? Do we know that yet?
uh,
I'm assuming Sunday. It can't be Saturday, can it? Maybe it can. But either way, I think they'll be on 7, 8 days. That gets to be a little bit much,
yeah.
you know?
The games haven't been scheduled for this series
Okay.
yet. So, um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I That's too much. 7, 8 days is a little complacency starts to kind of creep in. You might catch them on game one. And if you do, like we did Dallas, you better expect they'll be wide awake for game two and you better buckle in real tight.
yeah,
Um,
I don't think there's a lot of room for error. I mean, we can't have
no,
a bad game.
no,
You just can't. You can't let them get any momentum. Um,
no, no.
do you Poor Gus, he's got to sit and watch, but I mean, you gotta keep throwing Jesper out there
You
until
do. There's
unless
no doubt about
something,
it.
unless
Yeah.
he has a bad game, and even if he has a bad game, do you make a change? I'm
No,
not sure I would. I mean, you got
no.
to ride him.
It would take 2 bad games in a row for me.
Yeah,
One bad game, no way. You roll with Pink Floyd. He's money, light side or dark side of the moon. You roll with Pink Floyd right now. Poor Gus. Hey, that's this. It's sh- it's not show friends. It's show business.
that's true.
And
But I got
he
a feeling we're
he
gonna see Gus before it's all said and done. For whatever
um
reason. Hopefully, it's not a injury or something like that. I just have a feeling if we go past the Avalanche series. You might get a game in there. You might have
you
to. I mean,
might
Wallstead
you
might need a
might.
break.
I hope that doesn't come true. I didn't care for his comments when he was interviewed. When we were kind of doing well there and early mid Dallas series, and he's like, well, "That's the players who are playing. Don't ask me." Come on, Gus.
Yeah,
Really? Come
yeah.
on.
Well, you want it. It's kind of like the quarterback
Come on.
controversy. It's like
Yeah.
you want to play. You want them to be competitive. You want them to be out there, but at the same time, you got to you
Right.
want them to support the guy that is out there.
Because we were told you guys are countrymen and buddies, and it's like just be a duder about it, would you? Come on,
Right,
guy.
right. But looking back at teams in the past couple of years with the early exit, I mean, this team is just different. Kaprizov,
It is.
you know, he didn't have a great series. He had a good series. I mean, he's a great player. Um, but he hasn't even gotten going yet. Boldy had a good series. Uh,
So let's talk about that. And I was this way too, and I was talking to a friend of mine the other night, and it's like the visual perception is where's Kaprizov? Where is he? What's going on? Do you know that I don't know about now through Thursday night, but before tonight's games, Thursday the 30th of April, do you know that Kirill was tied for first place in NHL playoff scoring
would have
with
not
nine
known
points?
that.
With 9 points, 2 goals and 7 assists. He's tied for first in the NHL in scoring. But
Well,
the perception of all of us, every one of us,
yeah,
where's Kirill? Well, he's right there. And he's a +7, which I think put him in the top three in plus minus. It's like,
yeah.
and that was with, playing on a line with Hartman and Brink for 2 games, missing Zuccarello. It's like, hey, Kaprizov's been just fine. It's just we haven't seen the snipery, we haven't seen the mohawk circle around the rink,
Hmm.
watching him dazzle everybody like he does in the regular season. So visually, it's like, where is he? Statistically, he's right there.
He's there.
So
Yeah.
I when I saw that, I was like, whoa,
I think part of it is the Quinn Hughes effect too.
totally,
He dazzles everybody so much. It's like, oh yeah,
100%.
97. Forgot about him. Oh yeah, he
And
does have
Faber's
nine
stepping up
points.
early.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Well,
Faber's had those
Faber had a
two
huge game
goals.
there. I can't
Jeez.
remember what game it was, but
Game
it's like
two,
game two, I think it was.
2 or 3, game
Yeah.
two.
But you
Yeah.
look at
So,
how he's elevated his game since Hughes came on board.
yep.
Um, and I think everybody,
Yep.
and we talked
Boldy.
before the season, Boldy. He's on the verge of becoming
Hey, who won that bet again?
eh, counting
Oh,
playoffs too, right?
what?
50 counting the playoffs.
I'll tell you what, you can set a mark and go double or nothing and take your playoff prediction on his total goals, and you can go double or nothing if you want, but I'm just saying.
All right. What's he at now? He had six
Uh,
this series.
6 this series,
He's at
so
49.
I think he ended up in the low 40s, didn't he? He got
I thought he
not
had 43.
not too far off.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, but too bad that's playoff goals. Bummer.
Well, those are the biggest ones.
Yeah. Poor kid just came up short on that bet.
He got hurt.
Did he?
He was out. He didn't hang on
No, I
now.
think Boldy and Quinn and especially Faber, as much as Quinn's opened up the game for the whole team and put a little pep in their step, that Olympic experience playing with those guys at that pace and that level of skill, I think propelled Faber and Boldy like 2 years down the road in their development. I think that experience with those guys just for 3 weeks made them just accelerate their games a full year, maybe two from that
Yeah,
experience. I mean, they're just so much more confident and dynamic and just playing that true 200-foot game.
yeah. And now we get past this first round. Whatever happens here the next round, I wonder if it plays any type of a role in whether Hughes resigns or not. I think he resigns anyway. Um,
We
but
sure hope so.
I would think the closer we get to the conference finals and the Stanley Cup finals, you got to think that he's going to want to come back. But it seems like everything has worked out well. The obviously the state of hockey has embraced him. I think in turn he's kind of embraced the state of hockey.
Yep,
Kind of seeing how we're kind of a rabid fan base, and who wouldn't want to play here? I mean,
right,
the winters are not great. I mean, I get why guys want to play in Florida. Um,
right.
but
Might be a little tax benefit too.
yeah, just a little.
Um, I've heard rumors that he's going to resign, but it's only going to be for 3 years.
Fine,
Now, I'll take
fine.
that too, but I'd really like to. I mean, what is he, 26? I'd like to get a 7, 8 year deal out of Quinn. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think we can. Um, I just
I
don't
think you got to
with
put it in
Kaprizov
front of
signed
him.
for so long.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Boldy's contract is at right now.
He's pretty favorable. He's only like 7 or 8 mil, isn't he?
Yeah,
And Eck is favorable. He's only like 6 or 7.
Boldy's in the
Um,
final season of a 3-year. Oh wait, no,
no,
that's old.
I think he's locked up for 3 more. I'm pretty sure. Um, But
in any regard,
we got some
it's
cap
gonna,
space coming big time.
yeah, it's gonna be a small window though. I mean, if they're gonna have re-sign Hughes and try to keep, who we got now, Wallstead, they've talked about possibly trading Wallstead or Gus. Well, you can't trade Wallstead.
No,
So I think Gus might
no.
be the guy. Uh,
Bring up Lavage and bye bye Gus. Gas up the bus, Gus. We got a new plan, Stan.
yeah, but that's getting ahead of
Um,
ourselves now. That's off season. Let's talk.
oh,
Let's
we're
talk
gonna
next.
save that for June.
We'll save that.
We've been
Um,
gone a long time. I'm chomping at the bit, son.
what's your prediction on the series? We don't want to make a prediction, right? Because you're gonna go Costanza. I'm gonna go Costanza,
Oh,
and
you go Costanza then. You do it, and I'll
I,
go. I'll go positive Patty,
I, I can't go against the
positive
Wild though.
beat.
I got it. I
Why
got
can't
it.
you? It's okay.
All right. Let me ask you this: how many games is it gonna go, regardless of who wins?
Six, six,
At least six or just six?
six.
Okay.
You want to feel better? I'm gonna go Costanza. Avs in six.
Avs
I
in
know it's
six.
killing you. It's killing you not to do it. I know it is.
I,
I'll go Costanza, Avs in six.
I just want them to win so bad, and I don't know if they will. And so,
Go
all
Wild in seven. You got Wild in seven.
right, all right, I'll take it. Wild in seven.
Yep.
Gosh, game sevens. I tell you what. Oh, my uncle, he has to walk into the kitchen. We talked about Uncle Mikey. He can't even
Yep.
watch. He's got to walk into the kitchen. He's got to turn it off. It's like, how do you turn a playoff game off? And he says, "Well, I can't." He's like, I can't. I'm gonna die. It's like my heart can't take it.
Right.
And I get it. It's it's tough, man. But even at game six, back with 4 minutes left, and they're putting pressure on us, and it's 3-2. Heart gets pumping a little bit, and you're like,
Oh yeah, I'm
come
stressed.
on. Then they pulled the goalie kind of early, I thought, tonight, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
let's just bury an empty
319,
netter.
320 mark.
And then we buried that first empty netter, and then it's 4-2, and I'm like, it's over. Yes. And then I
I
look
was
at the
still
clock, and
nervous.
there's
I was
there's
still
like a
nervous.
minute 40 left or whatever there was, and I was like,
Yep,
oh man, that's way too much time.
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Just as a
Um,
Minnesota sports fan, you never feel
no,
safe.
never, never. We know better. We've been trained. It's Pavlov's dog. I mean, how many times you put your hand on the stove and it burns? You keep putting it back and you
I
just
know.
never learn. Um, but it's gonna be, okay, just every once in a while during, your days, just say to yourself, the Wild are playing hockey in May and everything's gonna be okay. That's all you can do.
Yeah. True.
That's what I'm thinking.
True.
So, yeah, there you have it. I'll go Avs in six. You got Wild in seven. I hope and pray I'm wrong. Um, we got to stay healthy. Got to play on the balls of your feet, not your heels, and stay out of that box.
Yeah.
Just, one penalty a game, life happens. You can't let anything more. I mean, you thought Dallas was tough on the power play. My God.
Yeah. Um, and I don't know if they'll make any changes on personnel because they had McCarron, Middleton, and Foligno on the first PK unit. A lot of
Yeah,
big bodies there, but not a lot of swift skating ability there.
right.
So
Not a
that
lot of swift lateral movement there.
yeah. So I get why we're not pressuring the puck.
The
And
one thing I want to see back, and this is just me, I don't think so. I think a lot of people notice it. I feel the Wild lineup, if all things are equal, everybody's healthy, um, that all Russian third line, I want Yurov back. I want Trenin, Yurov, and Senko back on that third line. when that third line's intact and rolling, the Wild are rolling, man.
And then you
It's just
put
something about the balance of it. It can't, that's the trick right there.
I like that
That's
line
what I
too.
want to see.
Yeah, and then you got McCarron and the Foligno brothers on the fourth. You could put a
Yep.
Brink on there. You could put
Yep.
a Nico Sturm, on that line too. Yeah. Well,
I'm
we
going to
saw.
throw this at you. We got our Black Aces up in town from Iowa, and I'm a Hunter hate guy. I'm just going to say it. I don't know how much longer I can watch Marcus Johansson skate around and avoid contact and lose puck battles. I, I don't know what it is. I don't know the fascination. Roll with the youth and let's get Hunter Haight in there. Game one, no, but I'm telling you, I want to see Hunter Haight before the series is over. I'm just going to throw out that black ace.
No
Hates
chance.
my
We got
guy.
we got to go with JoJo.
Why?
He'll get a big goal for us in this
Has
next
he got?
series.
Does he have one yet?
Did he get one early in this series? I don't know. Okay, he's so fast and he's such a good skater when he's got the puck on his stick, but it's his game when
Man,
the puck's not
just
on his stick but
he's MIA for me. I'm just dogging on him. I'm sorry, but no,
I
I'm not
like him.
feeling it.
I like him. I think he's gonna come up big in the next series.
You want to see him get
He's
re-signed?
he's due. I didn't think they should have signed him this year. Remember we talked
Funny
about
how
that.
that contract year
But
helps you have a
but
good
then
year.
remember he came out of the gates just gunslinging,
Oh, yeah.
and he had I would
That-
say he was a good signing for his production this year.
Hey, that contract year is a hell of a motivator.
Yeah. But we will see. Time will tell. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
give the young kid a shot at some point. And I mean, look at this series. We had guys going in and out, pretty much every game. So with
You
injuries,
get past the Avs, you might look at the winner. You ready? Of the Mammoth and Ducks. Unlikely, but it could happen. You might see it. Fresh blood.
yeah,
You never know.
the fact that we're getting Dallas and Colorado out of the gate, it's supposed to get tougher as you go along. But imagine beating those two teams and then going and losing to the Ducks or or
That would
the
be
or the Mammoth.
quintessential Minnesota, wouldn't
Don't even say it now, dude. Come on.
it? Hee 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 hee.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, it was a good day to be a Minnesota hockey fan, Minnesota Wild hockey fan tonight. And
They're playing in May.
we are playing in May. Can't wait for this next series. It's going to be an absolute, what would be the word? Um, I
The
can't even
word or a
I can't even
phrase?
come
What
up
would
with
I
the phrase.
call it? I think in Colorado, you're not getting way west, but west enough where you're still going to get those 8:30, 9 o'clock starts. And I'm a night owl, so I love late night puck. There's nothing better. Windows open, springtime air, late night puck, 11, 12 midnight. You can't beat that. That's where you ride on the lunatic fringe, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know. Those I feel bad for the kids, 8:30 starts. It's like, Dad, can I stay up? And of course, Mom from the other room, no, he's got to go to bed. He's got school tomorrow.
Well, pay your dues, Junior.
Yeah. All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come back and revisit maybe
With
after
Bonin,
with Bonin. We'll be back here in a couple days actually with Bonin. We got lots to talk about
lots to
tonight.
catch up on
Tonight,
for the
obviously
spring
with the
here.
Wild,
Yep.
but a lot of
Yep.
Gopher news, a lot of things
Yep.
happening with the USHL draft coming up.
Yep.
Hockey never stops, and we don't
And
we don't want it to. So
some new funky rumors about rules and NCAA. Just there's a lot going on to catch up on.
yeah, we'll probably have to split them up into a couple different pods, but we will be back. Thanks for joining us here after a big Wild win, first series win in 11 years. Um, that's a
Wow.
long time coming. We feel good about it. We think the Wild mindset is in the right place. We're gonna go now and take on the big Avalanche and see if we can't knock those punks out of there too. So one down, next one up. Let's get her done, right, Tom?
We're coming for you, Brock Nelson.
Oh boy.
All right.
All right, we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks, Z.
Yep.